I just wanted to record because, well, one, I'm in a new setup, so I kind of feel like I feel good about this whole thing. Also, too, because I think it's important. Uh, Coming up is January 13th right now. This is the time of me recording this, and I see that I don't know. I just feel it's time for reflection. I honestly do feel like those. It's important to be able to have that kind of reflection, um, to be able to look back and to really like think to myself like the importance of the position that I'm in right now. I've been visualizing me getting thousands of subscribers since I was 16. Now this year I'm turning 18 and like I'm graduating this year. That's one of the things that like, really strikes me, it's like this is one of them years where it's like this kind of an important year because I'm gonna be looking back. I'm obviously gonna be asked in the future by my if I ever have kids, my kids, if my brothers or siblings that have any kids, by my nephew or niece. Hey, how was your graduation? I'll be like, either I'm gonna, yeah, graduation year was peak. Like I made so much money. I was jacked, and I made a lot of cool relationships with people, people that I still talk to this day or whatever. It's like this is just one of them years that I realized like it's pretty important what I and so part of the reason like why I wanted to record is because I want to be able to do the reason that I wanted to record in the first place was so that I can like really just to lay out the foundation that I have. I'm excited. And I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for what I'm able to accomplish. I'm excited for things. I have big plans and I plan to achieve them. So that's just one of the main messages I wanted to give was if you don't ever bring the bat, nothing is ever gonna happen. And I feel that sometimes, especially this generation, my teacher told me in class today, she was like, America is in one of like its like positions right now where we are one of the leading manufacturers in the world. Like, and I don't really care, but like, cool fact. And she was like, but who decides whether America is gonna be, back on top or have innovators and uh, oh, that's what you said, innovation. Like America isn't the number one innovator in the world no more. And so I was like, she was like, your generation is what's gonna decide whether we come back or we can be innovators again. And so I thought to myself, okay, so like my generation is kind of important. I see that it's obviously every generation is important. Us as society to be able to contribute as a just a this society that's obviously important no matter what generation you're in. But that just really made it clear to me like I need to make sure that what I do is special. I want to be remembered for what I do. I want to be at least you know, I think that's one of my worst fears, I think, is not being remembered, or like not being remembered for something good. That's worse. Like at that point, don't remember you at all. But, but I want to be able to be known as like that guy that was able to help some people, at least relate to somebody. And I think, it's still thing I'm like, how am I supposed to know if my mic is dead or not? Anyway, I want to be like that type of version of like that person that people can look at and be like, I relate to him. Like I'm not alone. And that's one of the things like I felt in life is like I feel alone in this journey of like trying to be my best self, where I feel like I'm not able to like really relate to many people. As in, like, I have dreams, I have thoughts, I have ideas, but then I come to realize like I'm genuinely not that alone. But like I know how it feels like to feel like you're the only person in the world that really cares about your success. But I can tell you, like, you're not. And honestly, I feel like I'm able to say, like, me as a person, I think it's important to have this new sort of humanity where we're able to look at each other and not envy each other's success or not be jealous of each other's success, but to, I think this mic is dying. Oh, oh, but I think it's important that we move as a society that's like, we're not envious of anybody's success. We're not jealous of anybody's success. Simply, we're just proud to be able to share that sort of relation as like we're human beings and we're being able to create something unique and special. This have the chart or throws. Oh well, I'm gonna continue using the mic as uh just to make me look cool. Anyway, I think it's important for us to move with just being proud with each other. And obviously, I can't make every society, every single person in the world do that. I wish I could, but we're all free to make that choice. And I think it's important that as long as we view each other and see ourselves, to really try to manage ourselves and who we are as a character, I think it's important for us to be able to embody that, to be able to look at ourselves for one and be able to think that I'm gonna be better than what bad people do. You think that's obvious as shit. Like you think everybody's just gonna be like, oh well, I don't. Obviously, nobody wants to do bad. Nobody's like looking. Oh, I'm gonna do the baddest thing in the world. I'm gonna go hurt people or whatnot. Like no, you don't. Nobody looks at it that way. Everybody thinks what they're doing is right. I think one of those things that really is life changing is understanding that the most you can only control yourself. I feel like that's one of the messages that I've heard so much when I was younger. Luckily, I never really had to deal with it growing up, but also I took it to an extreme, which is for another video, but is I never blame nobody else. I realize that my actions are my actions and that I have to be responsible for those. Through all of the mistakes, through all of the things that I regret, I need to be responsible. And that's one of the things that comes with maturity and time is understanding that you are responsible for your own actions. Uh, don't do nothing stupid. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to come back and hit you eventually. Karma's real. And you learn that through life is like, it's going to come back to you. So being able to be that mature person and be accountable for your actions, you start to realize that you can get the opposite of karma too. Instead of me being uh, like a dick to everybody and then getting that treatment back, it's instead of like me being really nice to people, really kind, and being able to go up to somebody and be like, yo, like, I see you got only got a few things. Let me save that money. I can buy that for you, like at the store or something, or donating to your church, or just something kind. Just asking about how somebody's day is if they don't really look like they're having the best day, or just like I saw this kid sitting by himself today in English class, and I was like, man, I'd really hate if I was sitting at one table for like it was a group project, and he was sitting at the table by himself. And I saw the other students already in the classroom, so I was like, well, I'll just go sit with them, and it made me feel good too. And I was able to talk to him for a little bit, and I realized, that was in the morning, so maybe that might have set the better tone for his day. And just being to know that at least I'm some source of good for somebody in the world definitely makes living a little bit more worth it. Definitely makes living a little bit more worth it. But anyway, that's a self reflection for today. My mic is going on and out a lot. So I'm gonna charge these bad boys and stuff like that. I don't know how much of this is gonna go online, but uh, I have big plans for this year and I plan on making them come true. I have so much that I do this for. I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my future self. I'm doing this for those people who feel alone because that isn't a good feeling. And I'm doing this for being able to, like I said, at least just know that I'm some sorts of good in the world filled with not much of that.